Good evening, I'm Amanda Ward.
And I'm Marc DiBenedetto. Coming up on TrinTV SportsCenter, I'll give you insight on the endings to the men's soccer and football teams this fall.
And I'll give you a preview of the Trinity men's and women's squash teams and sit down with both Sarah Blagden and Hannah Brickley to discuss their recent volleyball season.
And finally, we'll show you an interview with the new men's hockey coach, Marc Greason.
All that and more on this week's episode of TrinTV SportsCenter.
Half of their football season, the Trinity College football team was 3-1, with convincing wins over Bowdoin and Middlebury. With a record of 6-0, the Bantams traveled to Amherst College in a game that would decide the NESCAC championship. With Trinity's captain, second-team All-American linebacker Walter Fallis forced to sit out the game with a concussion, Amherst jumped out to a 21-0 lead, and then again to a 35-7 lead. The Bantams fought back and almost pulled off the comeback, but ultimately lost the game 35-28. Fortunately, Walter Fallis returned for the final game of the season against Wesleyan, where he led the Bantams to a 27-0 victory to finish 7-1 and record the fourth shutout of the season.
Thank you, Mark. What a successful season for the women's volleyball team this past fall. Hannah Brickley and senior Sarah Blagden each received 2011 NESCAC Volleyball postseason honors. Blagden was selected as the NESCAC Defensive Player of the Year and to the All-NESCAC second team, while Brickley graced the All-NESCAC first team. I got the chance to catch up with both Blagden and Brickley. Let's take a look at what they had to say. With senior Sarah Blagden and sophomore Hannah Brickley to discuss their recent volleyball season. Congratulations, both of you won great awards this season, so tell me about them.
I was awarded NESCAC Defensive Player of the Year. I was really surprised and honored, and I couldn't ask for a better way to end my career here at Trinity.
And Hannah, what about you?
I was selected for the first team All-NESCAC, and I was also very surprised at that. And I was also selected for the All-Region team for New England, and I was very surprised at that too, and it really makes me excited for next year and to keep working hard.
So Hannah, your team is losing 6 seniors this year at graduation. What does that mean for next year's season?
I think it's definitely going to be tough losing that many seniors, and all of them were a very important part of the team. So our coach definitely has a lot of recruiting to do, but I'm pretty confident that we can be successful next year and the years to come, and I'm still very excited to work hard on the off season and get ready for the next season.
Great. Well, congratulations again on a successful season, and congrats again on your awards.
Thank you, Amanda. The Trinity soccer team had one of the finest seasons in recent memory this fall, advancing to the second round of the NCAA tournament. After winning only the second home playoff game in Trinity soccer history, the Bantams continued their success, advancing to the NESCAC championship game at Amherst. Unfortunately, Amherst got the best of Trinity, winning the game 2-0. But that was not the end of the season for the Bantams. They received an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament and squared off against St. Joseph's of Maine in the first round, winning the game 1-0. This set up a second-round matchup with host team Babson College. The two teams were tied 1-1 at the end of regulation, and even 2 periods of overtime were not enough to decide the contest. The game advanced to a best-of-5 penalty kick shootout, and unfortunately this is where the Bantams' luck ran out. Trinity was unable to convert any penalty kicks, while Babson finished each of their 3 shots to win the shootout 3-0. Despite the tough finish to the season, with a record of 11-5-3, the Bantams have set a good foundation for successful seasons in the future.
The Trinity men's squash team, coached by Paula Ciante, is ranked #1 in the preseason poll. Trinity currently owns the longest winning streak in the history of intercollegiate varsity sports, with 244 triumphs in a row. With each win, the pressure mounts, and TSN reporter Harry Hawkins sat down with the squash captains to see how they handle all the pressure.
Good afternoon. I'm here with the 2 captains of the highly regarded Trinity College men's squash team, Vikram and Antonio. College squash programs in the history of the NCAA. Is there a lot of pressure on you guys to keep that 244 match win streak alive, and how do you react not only as captains but as players to that pressure?
You can see pressure in 2 ways, either you succumb to it or you stand up and face it, you know. I mean, I think this team is strong, and I think we're going to stand up and face it. I mean, I think it's going to help us.
There's been pressure since the streak started. You know, after the second win of the championship, I think there was some pressure right after that. So all the teams before us, they have had that pressure as well, and all of us have our ways to overcome that pressure, and I think we're going to be able to make it once more.
You guys lost a lot of players from that team. What do you guys feel you have to do to make sure that you keep it going?
I think, yeah, we have a few players who have graduated. It's not like it's happened by surprise. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. And I mean, we have a lot of players, and now it's time for our players that have been here for a couple of years, not really made it, to come and step up now. I mean, it's been 3 years, and it's high time that our team realizes their responsibility and steps up to the plate and says, you know what, I'm going to go and get the 5th win for you guys.
I think the key for this year is going to be hard work, completely hard work, focus on what we're going to do. As I said, on court, off court. I think the difference with other teams is that we're very united. Not only when we play, but off court we're kind of like a family as well. And I think that's the difference.
I don't play for myself. I play for him. He plays for a third person. We always play for each other, and I feel that's what brings out the best in us, because we don't play for ourselves. So it's for the team, and we're gonna go and do whatever we can, you know.
And the whole team understands that the number 1 and the number 20 in our team is the same. It has the same importance in the team, and we all have to put the same amount of work.
Thank you guys very much. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, Harry. The Bantams are ready to start another championship run with their first home match on December 3rd versus George Washington University.
Well, the pressure is certainly on for the squash teams, but the pressure is also on for the men's hockey team's first-year coach, Marc Greason. Greason has returned to his alma mater to take the reins as head coach, and TSN reporter Harry Hawkins went one-on-one with the former All-NESCAC hockey star.
Hi everyone, I'm here with the new head coach of the Trinity men's ice hockey team, Marc Greason. Last spring, Trinity graduated one of their greatest goaltenders in the history of the school, Wes Vesprini. After such a steadying presence in net the previous 3 years, how do you feel about your goaltending heading into this year?
He's not going to be easy to replace. And what we're facing here is kind of a three-headed monster. There are 3 guys who are all going to compete for the job. I'm new here. So I can honestly say each goalie has a 33% chance of carrying the mail this year. I'm excited to get it going, excited to see tryouts, see how they compete, and see which one of the 3 will rise to the occasion.
Spring, the team also graduated, in addition to West, 7 other seniors. You got a huge recruiting class coming in this year and only 4 seniors. Some coaches might view that as a weakness or a shortcoming in terms of the team having so many young players and so few seniors. How do you view it?
Well, in a word, I think it's fine. You know, I think it's how these seniors embrace the opportunity. We're in good hands with the 4 guys we do have. I think they're all great character, great leaders, and so I feel fortunate to have a strong leadership group in place for my first year here.
Where do you see the team heading this year?
I do know that we're going to compete every day. We're going to try to get better every day. So hopefully there by the tournament at the end of February, we're where we need to be to make a run at a NESCAC championship and hopefully do some damage in the NCAA tournament.
Thank you, Harry. It will be important for the Bantams to have a strong start to their season since they have 4 NESCAC conference games before the new year.
Well, that does it for us here at TrinTV SportsCenter. Thank you to Marc Greason, Harry Hawkins, and the Trinity athletes for their interviews. We hope to see you next time on TrinTV SportsCenter. Alongside Marc DiBenedetto, this is Amanda Ward with TSN.
I'm in the lobby right now. I'll be up in a minute. Yeah, just in 1 second. Oh,